So the ducks and geese are laying again. So I started saving their eggs and hatching them out. The last time I hatched out chicks and ducklings and geese, our incubator malfunctioned and cooked them all. They even had some that were ready to hatch out and all, and had one that was almost out of the egg. And when I went to check them again, the incubator had gone clear up to 120 degrees. Absolutely cooked every chick in and out of the egg. So I was not very happy. So I didn't get any incubators for a while. I was just kind of depressed about the whole situation and didn't want to do it. So I went out there, it's been probably 2.5 weeks ago now. Some of these eggs are maturing and showing, not showing full life yet, but they show that they are fertile and they are growing. And so, but another fiasco happened today. Now I've had these for 2.5 weeks, so that means they're coming along pretty good. And like I said, and so our power went off, and Pacific Power has been good about turning the power off just about any time they feel like it, and then blaming it on an accident, which can be true. I'm not saying it's not, because it does happen. They do happen. And this time it was from a damaged line, so I don't know how it became damaged. We haven't had any heavy snows. We haven't had any tornadoes or heavy winds, hurricane-type winds or anything this year so far. It doesn't mean this year is over yet. Sometimes we get them around September, we get the tornadoes. Now, Portland was supposed to get one here not too long ago, but it never developed. I think there was one in Medford I think there was one there or in that vicinity somewhere this winter. And so it's not that it can't happen, because it can. But they sent us the letter, the Pacific Power sent us a letter out a couple of years ago now, I think it is, that whenever there's a fire anywhere in the area, that they were going to turn off the power to keep from having other fires. Well, that doesn't help me with incubating ducklings and, at all. Incubating whatever we're incubating. Because I have chickens and turkeys and ducks and geese. And so I just bought some little guinea chicks here recently too. And they're fully feathered out. They're ready to be moved outside. So when they start laying next year, I'm going to probably start hatching them out as well. So I don't need the power turned off every time the power company decides they want to do that. So I'm looking at investing into a generator. Also, my son said I could probably even get some solar panels, a couple, 2 or 3 of them, hook up a system that way and have power that way for the incubators. So, and the generators would be used for, the refrigerators and the freezers, because I don't want to lose any of the food that we have either. So that's another reason why I'm investing into a generator. I'm looking at solar power generators, and I'm looking at gas-fueled generators. I think I'm going to get one of each, so like in the summertime I have the solar. In the wintertime when we don't have too much sun, I can use the gas generator. Which, I'm also looking at for like the greenhouse, because I have a heater out in the greenhouse for the winter, because we get below 0 temperatures here. This last winter we didn't do that. Our juniper trees didn't form any berries. They formed they form just pine cones. And junipers don't make pine cones. Their berries are actually the pine cones. So when they made pine cones this year, I've showed it to old timers. I mean, people that have lived here all their life. I've lived here pretty much most all my life, except for the first few years. And I've never seen that, and they have never seen that either. It was just a very strange one. But as these eggs develop a little bit more during the night, I'll pick up a couple and show. Now, the goose eggs are the hardest ones, I think, to show the goslings in them, even when they're developing, because they're so, the shell is so thick. The duck eggs are, I can see them right now. Some of them are dirty. They got dirty, but they're still alive. I mean, they're still showing promise. So we'll see how it goes along. But I'm going to show you the chicken eggs also that I have. So here's a chicken eggs. There's 8 of them. And there's some duck eggs, and you can see. Now you can see the date, 3/26. So that one, it's not that old. Today's the 4th of April. So that one's really not all that old. But it is developing, and these are all showing promise. Even the chicken eggs are showing a lot of promise. So, what got me to start hatching these out is my son in Utah wants some chicks, and he's coming to visit me here in a couple of weeks. And so I was trying to get these hatched. He's going to be here for a month, so we have plenty of time to hatch them out. He wanted 6 pullets, but I'm not good at sexing these eggs, so I thought I would put at least a dozen in here. Of course, they're going to be hatching, one day after the other. But by the time he gets ready to go home, they'll all be hatched out and ready to travel. And so I called the hatchery that I always get my chickens from. And I'm going to cover this here. And I don't want to get cold. It's been cold today. We've been getting snow and rain because this is, like I said, this is April the 1st, so we're still getting cold weather. So, but they were completely sold out, the hatchery was. And I've been going to the feed store. There's only 2 feed stores here in town that are carrying chicks this year. The other 2 stopped a couple of years ago. And so they're being hit pretty hard too. The chicks come in on Friday. I believe it's just Friday is the only day they come in. And by the time I get there, when I get off work, they're pretty much picked over and not much left. He wanted some Rhode Island Reds, and what I have here, what these eggs here are, the hen is a Jersey Giant, a black Jersey Giant, and the dad is a mix. He is part Brahma and part Americana. So he's a pretty good sized rooster. I mean, he's not no small rooster. He's pretty good size. He's no giant of a rooster, but he's good enough size. So these chicks, when they hatch out, these babies, when they get 6 to 7 months old, they'll be pretty good sized hens. So I told him I would send all the eggs home with him. Of course, I'll to keep hatching them out and getting them. I put the rooster in with the hen, and him and the hen both flew back out of the pen with the other chickens. Evidently, it was too much responsibility for him to have all them hens. I guess there's I think 23 hens out there. So I think it was just too much responsibility for him. So he just stuck with the one girl, and she. I guess she doesn't like her friends either, so she flew out the following day. So I just been collecting her egg every single day and putting them in the incubator. So Um, yeah, I'll send probably at least a dozen home with him, a dozen chicks home with him, and that way he can pick out. He'll find out which ones are hens and which ones are roosters. And like I told him, he could sell the roosters or butcher the roosters out. And if he only wants 6 hens, he can sell all the rest of the ones and just keep 6 pullets. So that's what our plan is anyway. And like I say, he'll be here in a couple of weeks. So he'll have time, and he's going to be here for a full month, so he'll have time to get plenty of chicks. So anyway, I'll try and keep you posted. I know I kind of quit doing videos for a while. Like I say, I just kind of got depressed, and I wasn't getting a lot of views on certain ones, and so I just decided to quit. But the kids kept pushing me, so I started back up again. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy 1st of April. And we will catch you on the flip side.